Hi and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sandy, and I know this video was supposed to be up on Saturday, but it wasn't. I apologize. It completely went over my head that I was gonna be out of town this past weekend, so I didn't get a chance to record. But we're back and we're ready to go. So let's just go ahead and get into Kingdom Legendary War episode 2. So I have my handy dandy notes and we are gonna go ahead and just get started. So let's all just talk about how shocked I was when we found out who took 6th place. Y'all know my ranking. I did not think that iKON would be ranked 6. Oh my goodness, I was shook. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think everybody was very shocked too. I was just like, dang, really? iKON? Really? Yeah, I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. I'm still speechless. I was just like, wow, really? iKON? 6th place. I mean, okay, I guess. But you know, you guys remember my ranking. I put iKON either 1st or 2nd, and yeah, I was just surprised that they were 6th, and you know, I didn't see it coming. But they, you know, they were talking about how they can only go up from here, so excited to definitely see more from iKON, and we're gonna talk about their performance a little bit in a little bit here. But yeah, when they were announcing 1st and 2nd place, you know, I kind of knew that Stray Kids was gonna be 1st because I ranked them 1st, and I think their first performance, I think Stray Kids was stronger. I'm really proud of the boys. Definitely really proud that they were able to get 2nd place because I ranked them at 6. And I have my reasons. If you want to hear my reasons, you could go watch the 1st episode. But yeah, I was really shocked and surprised, but also very happy for the boys. And I remember when they were gonna announce 1st place, Chanbin was talking about how he wanted to make his mom proud, and I thought that was just so sweet and so cute how they added that little part in. And then when they finally announced that Stray Kids won, I thought it was so cute how Han and them were like, oh my gosh, can we hear it again? Or Felix was just like, I want to hear it again and again. And they replayed, you know, saying Stray Kids, and they were just also shocked and, you know, very happy for them. Yeah, right after the results, we kind of just jumped right into you know, D-Day, second round 1 to the world. That's the theme, performance day, and I just gotta say, all of them look so damn good, so good, and I was just so in awe. And they kept shooting. They kept putting in Dawan and Hui Young from SF9 in one frame, and Dawan had half his shirt unbuttoned, so I was just kind of dying because I was just like, boy, no. And my bias in SF9 and Dawan together, I was just kind of they need to stop showing them, because they showed them a couple of times, okay? I just gotta say that, but they knew what they were doing, okay? But yeah, so when everybody was commenting on how good looking Yuno and Chamin was, I loved how Jaeyoon from SF9 was chanting Cassiopeia, Cassiopeia, and I was kind of so proud because when I first got into K-pop, I was the group that introduced me to K-pop was DBSK or TVXQ or Dimension Key. They have many names, and so they were the group that introduced me to them. And Cassiopeia, I would say, was my first group that like fan group that I joined. So to hear Jaeyoon chanting like Cassiopeia, I was just kind of like, wow, like it brought me back to when I first started hearing about K-pop. So I really liked that. And yeah, Jaeyoon, Cassiopeia, I see you. And like they're such fanboys of Max and you know, so love them. All right, so round 1. So again, round 1, the theme was To the World. So the groups had to choose a song that they wanted to show the world. All right, and again, if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. Okay, so I thought that it was really smart of Stray Kids to put the boys first, because like I felt like because the boys were second place, they were the biggest threat to Stray Kids. And like I'm not saying like they put them down because of that, but they had their reasons. Like their reasons was just, you know, they wanted the boys to go first because they were more comfortable with the stage, and you know, they could set an example for the other teams. So like that was their reasoning, but I also thought it was really smart of them to put the boys first. When they were talking about how like what to do next, like I feel like the boys were under a lot of pressure because like they did so much on Road to Kingdom, they did so many stunts, and like when they were talking about how like fans like shared it with them and tagged them on like the trapezes, whatever, like the circus pictures, and they were just like the boys kingdom performance. Like I thought that was hilarious because they were just like, oh dang, like we gotta go that extreme, and I was like, dang, no, don't do that, it's good, you guys are gonna hurt yourself. But like I understand that they are so under pressure because they did so much in Road to Kingdom. So I'm so glad that they kind of toned it down for this performance, and like they went more with like feeling and like emotions. And I just remember when they were talking about like, you know, their performance, they were just kind of like, let's do something cute, something that they don't expect. And like Sangyeon, he was like making a cute, like he was like doing Aigyu while singing Bloom Bloom, and I just thought that was so cute because he had like colorful clothes on too, and he was just so cute. I just remembered that like specific scene the most when they're just talking about like what song to do. And yeah, I just love him. I just love Sangyeon. Okay. And like honestly, I don't cringe to like idols doing Aigyu. I actually really love it. I actually think that it's so cute, and I'm happy when they do it. I find it so cute. So yeah. So like I said, the boys decided to focus more on feeling and emotions, and it was kind of thanks to New came up with the idea of like, you know, connecting to the lyrics of No Air. So yeah, I'm glad they chose No Air. I really love that song too, and I honestly love how they wanted to have that feeling of, you know, not knowing what no air is or not being able to breathe. I do think they went a little extreme. Like, to be honest, like going underwater and like, you know, just having that feeling, you know, I know that they're so, I can tell that they're very dedicated to, you know, their art, and you know, they're willing to do that to their body. And especially Sunwoo, like Sunwoo was, of course, we all saw he was struggling, you know, he was struggling to get in the water, he was struggling to stay down. And I was so happy when Younghoon like stepped in and was like, hey, we'll do it together. Like, you know, I was just, that made my heart so happy. Like, I was just moved, like it moved me when Younghoon was like, don't worry, like I got you. Like, that's what a team is all about, like, you know, going through it together. And I really love that he stepped up to do that. And yeah, like I think that concept that they came up with, you know, it was very smart. Like being underwater and you know not knowing what no air is, and you know, I really do think that they, you know, thought out of the box when it came to that. And I liked how they incorporated Joohyun's scenes when he was in underwater, like when he was like, you know, fighting with the chains underwater in their performance. So it was really cool to see that. I also just wrote that like their performance was so incredible, like so incredible. They definitely set the bar high for being the first to go. Like I think that, like, you know, all the other groups were just kind of like, that's how you do it. Like they set the bar so high, that's how you do it. And you know, they are the boys, and you know, they're just gonna keep setting the bar higher and higher. And all the other groups definitely saw it, and they were just like, yep, we gotta follow that, especially iKON. So they were just like, okay, we got it. So yeah, my favorite part was Joohyun dancing with like the hands that were like kind of like imprinted in the fabrics, or like moving in the fabrics. Y'all know which scene I'm talking about. Yeah, that scene, I thought that was so amazing, so clever, and like so many people were just like, how do they think about this? Like, it's so cool. And I'm saying the same thing, like, who came up with all these ideas? Like, well, of course they came up with all these ideas, but like, how? That's just me. I want to know, like, how? Like, it's so innovative, so unique. I just loved the idea that they had. So yeah, yeah, they killed it. Like, the boys, y'all killed it. Right, next, the second performance is iKON. And again, like when they were trying to decide songs, they were just like, so many songs to choose from. I was just kind of like, when they were naming off songs, I was like, yes, do that song, yes, do that song, no, don't do that song yet, no, not that one yet, save that one for later. But like, honestly, they had so many good songs that they were able like to choose from. That's why I felt like they struggle so much to choose a song. And of course they had to mash up two songs, and one of them is my favorite. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Scenario, but I felt like it was so overplayed that I kind of got tired of it. But you know, it's one of those songs where you get tired of it, and then, you know, you listen to it again, and then you still love it. Like, every time it comes on, you have to sing to it. That's Love Scenario for me. But Killing Me, y'all, Killing Me is my jam. It's my favorite iKON song. And like I said last week in the last video, I really wish they did a Killing Me for like their first performance, but I'm so glad they did it for this one. So yeah. I said I love the bromance of Chan and Chani from SF9. What is it? I know that they were child actors. Like, I think like with Moonbin from Astro, I think they did, like, they were the younger versions of Boys Over Flowers, like the younger versions of the main cast, the main guys. Like, I think all three of them were in there. I'm not sure. Like, I remember Chan and I remember Moonbin, but I don't remember if Chani was in there. I really have to think about it, but I know they were child actors. That's why they got so close. So yeah, love them, love the bromance, and loved how they kind of grew up together. Like, you know, that's a good friendship. And then I love that Chani, he like told them that Killing Me was his like song that got him through dang, what is that drama? I didn't watch that drama, but it's the really popular one that he was in. Honestly, I did not watch that drama, let me tell you, but I know all the memes from it. So dang, now it's gonna bother me that I don't know the drama. Okay, I just looked it up, and the drama is Sky Castle. How did I freaking forget that? So popular. But again, I didn't watch the drama. But hey, Chani, he was in there, and he said that Killing Me got him through the drama, and he was listening to it like basically every day. So yeah, Chani, you and I have something in common. We love Killing Me. So yeah. And then of course, Bobby called Mino, and Mino was he just woke up. I was like, oh my goodness, what is with your hair, boy? Like, when I saw him And I love how Bobby was like, don't curse, like we're filming, and then he was just like, oh, okay. So like they're very comfortable with each other. I mean, YG family, of course, yeah. But I also love how he was just like, you know, iKON, you're number one. iKON, you guys are gonna win Kingdom. So did Sungyoon. Said that, he said that too. But like all of them did say like love scenario, of course, love scenario. And then all of them did say, most of them said, you know, killing me. So I'm really glad that they listened to their friends, they listened to their hyungs, and you know, they chose 2 of their most popular songs, which is Love Scenario and Killing Me. So yeah, really happy with their decision. I also really liked how they did it kind of like a musical style, like they were telling a story. I think how they arranged Love Scenario was really cute. It gave me like La La Land vibes, and like it was just like them like walking down the street, dancing and singing, you know, that kind of vibe. It was nice. It was really nice. I also think that DK definitely shined in this performance. I think he killed it. He had a lot of the killing parts, which was like the one on top of the staircase when he was kind of like dancing to like Michael Jackson, and then like just the transition from Love Scenario to Killing Me. He got that killing part too. He did so well. I think how he expressed himself before he was going into Killing Me, when he was laying down on the ground and then he was just kind of like pumping up his chest, and like, you know, everybody was just kind of like, ooh, I feel like something's gonna happen. The other groups are just like, ooh, something's gonna happen. And yeah, I really liked his parts, most of them, in the performance. And then I loved how when Killing Me came on, Chani immediately got up and was just like, he just clapped. And I was just like, yes, Chani, I'm clapping too. I was just like, yes, Killing Me. That's what I was waiting for. And then like, yeah, I think my favorite part of the whole performance was when Chan, like when he like had the lighter in his hand, and then like he like threw it back, and then like it was like fire behind him. Like everybody was like, whoa, during that part. Like it was so like smart, so like good, and like, you know, clever, very clever. Yeah, and like the last thing I wrote for the for iKON's performance was just, it was great. Like I enjoyed it. I just loved the whole feel of it. I loved how they mashed up Love Scenario and iKON, and I loved how they told the story. So yeah. Alright, so next we have BTOB, and let me start off by saying, like, I absolutely love how awkward like Eunkwang is in his own home when like the camera crew is there. He's just kind of like I don't know what to do. Like, am I supposed to just like do my like, usual thing? He was just so awkward. It's just like so funny to me because he's such an like outgoing person when he's on variety shows and like when he's with like his group mates, but when he's all alone, he's just so introverted and shy, and I just love it. I also loved how like they celebrated their first performance, you know, like they were just like, you guys, like we haven't had like a performance like that in so long and we should celebrate. And you know, what better to celebrate than pizza and spaghetti? So yeah, and beer. I saw that they blocked out the beer, but you know, yeah, they deserved it. Well, when it came to like their actual performance, all the other teams were just kind of like, what is BTOB gonna do? Like, are they gonna like just sing, or are they gonna add a dance break? And y'all know what I said last week. I told y'all that BTOB can dance. They can do anything that the other ones can do. Let me just say that, like, BTOB, Minhyuk, like, I fell in love with Minhyuk by watching the Isaacs, like the Idol Athletic Championships, like all of those athletic track meets and stuff like that, because I play a lot of sports And so like I'm very attracted to like the athletic idols, and Minhyuk, he's so athletic, so that's why he like caught my eye, and that's how I got really into BTOB, because of Minhyuk. So you know, to see that he was able to really shine on this stage, and kind of like just to see like what he used to do back then versus now. I mean, of course he was kind of just joking about how like, you know, they're old now, like, you know, they're not old. They're not old. I still really adore them so much, and like I was just glad that he was able to kind of just, you know, get a little feel of how it used to be when he was performing, and you know, jumping and just being like the Minhyuk that I fell for. And of course I still love him, you know. The performance itself though, I loved Missing You before they like remixed it, but I really love how they added like the Korean elements, the Korean instruments into it. Like I love it when groups do that, like when they mix a modern song with like Korean elements, like Lit from like Road to Kingdom. That was personally my favorite performance that ONEUS did, and like they added all these Korean elements to it, and like I absolutely loved what BTOB did with Missing You. It was so good, so good. Their performance was literally like perfection. It was literally perfection. They were able to give each member like a solo part, like a part where they were on stage alone, and they were able to really shine with their voices, with their rapping, with their performance. Minhyuk with his sword, like honestly, and like Minhyuk got to rap a little again, and you know, we all know that Minhyuk can rap, so he can do anything. He could do all of it. He could sing, rap, dance, anything. Yeah, I said Minhyuk, he killed it. Just perfection, like perfection. I loved everything about BTOB's performance, and you know, like after they were done, all the other groups were just like yes, like they all clapped, and they all like were just like, this is the BTOB that we know and like that we love, and like, you know, they did that. Like yes, BTOB did that. And Songhwa from, I swear, Songhwa from ATEEZ is like BTOB's biggest fan. When they kept showing shots of him holding up like You Can Do It or holding like BTOB on his phone, oh my goodness, Songhwa looks so good. But like I swear he's like their biggest fan, and it was just so like so nice to see all the other groups like, you know, cheering them on too, not just because they're like the Sunbathing groups, but because like they also really like admire what BTOB does. So yeah, loved everything about BTOB's performance. It was perfection. So after BTOB's performance, like, you know, that was all the performances for episode 2. They had the intro, you know, the little cliffhanger for Stray Kids beginning of their performance, and I thought it was also really smart that Stray Kids put themselves at number 4, you know, kind of in the middle, like, you know, where they're not last but they're also not first. And like, I don't know, I feel like, you know, when they did Queendom, like the group that went number 4 always kind of like won, and I just felt like that was a good number. Even though I know in some countries 4 is like not a good number, but like in the world of Queendom and Kingdom, it's a good number. Okay, so yeah, I'm excited, of course, to see Stray Kids do God's Menu. Like, y'all, God's Menu, I think God's Menu have a very, very like has a little piece of my heart, because it's the first song that I reacted to from Stray Kids, and it's still one of like my favorites from Stray Kids. And then, you know, SF9 is gonna perform Now or Never, my ultimate favorite song from SF9 because of Huyoung. So I'm excited to see that as well. Their outfits, y'all, their red outfits, I'm so excited for SF9. Like I told y'all last week, I was like, SF9 has something in store for us. They do. They have something in store for us. And then from like the teaser, I'm not sure what song ATEEZ is gonna do yet. But all I know is that Jungho, he's gonna be hitting those high notes. And you know, if you guys have not seen their live performance of Black Cat by Turbo when they covered it, y'all, Jungho hit like 6 octaves, and we all know that he can sing, and they like previewed his high note. So I'm excited for ATEEZ as well. I don't know what song they're gonna do, but I know they're gonna kill it. So yeah, oh my goodness, I'm just excited. And I also wrote like they shared a little bit of what round 2 is gonna be, and I'm excited for round 2 too. So round 2 is the theme is Reborn. So Reborn is where each team, they choose another team's song to perform. And y'all, I wanted them to kind of do that for Road to Kingdom, but I was kind of glad that they kind of held it off for Kingdom, because they did it in Queendom, and you know, those performances from Queendom, they were kind of like iconic. So I'm excited to see round 2, but of course we have to get through round 1 first. Yeah, I am not going to rank like I'm not gonna rank the performances yet, because there was only 3 performances. So I'm just gonna wait until all the performances are done, and then episode 3 you guys will hear my final ranking for round 1, which is To the World. So yeah, that is all I have for today. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.